Could the ZV-E10 Mark II be the best camera for YouTube? I tested it, stressed it out, and also used it side by side with the ZV-E10 Mark I. I will share everything with you, so after this video you will make the right decision. Is ZV-E10 Mark II good for talking head videos? Let's answer this question first and then bring to light how it works for streaming and online calls, B-roll or photography. For this kind of video, you speaking in front of the camera, I can't ask for more. If you buy this camera for talking head videos, you will not upgrade it anytime soon. Is it more than perfect? For this application only, I can say that it is overkill. But of course, if you invest, you want it to be high performing so you can do more. For this video, to shoot this, me speaking in front of the camera, I use the ZV-E10 Mark II and the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. Now, how is it compared to the ZV-E10 Mark I for talking head videos? When it comes to the image quality, I don't see a big difference. These are the images side by side. Both are top-notch when it comes to image quality. The 10-bit footage for talking head videos is not a big deal. If you have the lights set up correctly, I don't see a big use for the 10-bit footage. The 10-bit footage is excellent in another important aspect which you will see immediately. But the ZV-E10 Mark II stands out when it comes to ease of use and a few more aspects. A big difference between the two cameras is made by the bigger battery of the ZV-E10 Mark II. The ZV-E10 I has a smaller battery, and with this camera I really need a dummy battery. With a dummy battery you can shoot as long as you want and also avoid overheating. With the original battery, the ZV-E10 Mark I will overheat in 4K and it doesn't last long enough to shoot without worrying about losing power. With the Mark II, for my needs, talking head videos, courses and online calls, I don't feel the need for a dummy battery. I shoot 4K 24 FPS here in the studio at a temperature of approximately 72 Fahrenheit for 140 minutes until the battery died. And no overheating with the power temp set at high and the screen open. 2.5 hours, it's most of the time fully sufficient even for a podcast. If you shoot longer podcasts or stream for a longer time, use a dummy battery, but for the majority of creators, I don't find it necessary. Maybe have two batteries for some situations. For talking head videos, the ZV-E10 Mark II stands out when it comes to ease of use and a few more aspects. The switch between modes is much better. You have a full touchscreen, the SD card is on the side, which is more practical compared with the Mark I, and the kit lens is sharper. Both are great for talking head videos. Only for this application, the Mark II is newer and more packed, but the Mark I is fantastic. Just don't ignore the dummy battery. And of course, if you want to buy the ZV-E10 Mark II or Mark I will add affiliate links in the description. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I'll earn a small commission, and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. Now, here are the aspects where the difference increases and the ZV-E10 Mark II gets ahead of the Mark I by a lot. Is ZV-E10 Mark II good for streaming, online calls or coaching calls? As I showed you in various videos, ZV-E10 Mark I is great, but you need a capture card. It can stream via USB-C only at 720p and it overheats fast. With a capture card like the Elgato Camlink 4K and the dummy battery, it's great. I used it like this for years and it works like a champ. But the Mark II doesn't need a capture card, and in some situations this is an important aspect. You can stream 4K 30 FPS directly with the USB-C cable. Yes, after about 1 hour the camera overheats, but if you use 1080p 60 FPS, the image is excellent and it doesn't overheat, and the camera is powered with the USB-C too. I know, 1080p only. Listen, for streaming 1080p, it's still the best resolution in 2025. You can find huge creators streaming 1080p or creating podcasts in 1080p. To stream 4K, it's a pain. It is not only about the camera, it's also about the internet connection. And even if you have the greatest internet connection, most of the time people are watching on mobile, or they don't have enough speed to watch in 4K and end up watching 1080p. But if you want to stream 4K at any cost, you can do it with this camera. If you use a dummy battery, it will not overheat, and you can simply use a capture card. And if you find this video useful until now, don't forget to press the like button and maybe consider subscribing. Thank you. Now for online calls, coaching calls and business meetings, 4K it's out of the question. But a great Full HD is always welcome. Zoom, Teams, Google Meet do not support 4K, so that is unnecessary. But if you have an online call, this camera it's perfect as a professional webcam. Just connect it with the USB-C cable and use it as long as you want in Full HD 60p. I tested it for approximately 4 hours and it worked perfectly. It is really easy to use, stable and transforms any online call in a professional one. Let's move to the next big question. Is ZV-E10 Mark II good for B-roll? Yes. Being able to shoot 4K slow motion, 50 or 60 FPS, having a good active stabilization and 10-bit footage make the ZV-E10 Mark II outstanding for B-roll. From now on, I will use only the ZV-E10 Mark II to shoot all my B-roll. I shoot in the past B-roll with the ZV-E10 Mark I, and yes, you can shoot great B-roll, but not slow motion, and try to avoid movement because the Mark I has a bad rolling shutter. You can shoot from a tripod and create a little bit of movement when editing, like a small zoom or pan, but that's it. I like how slow motion looks for B-roll, and if you do smooth movement, you don't need a gimbal. I find it perfect for B-roll and also for overhead shots. For overhead shots, there is no difference between the Mark I and Mark II. You can shoot perfect top-down shots with both. But is ZV-E10 Mark II good for photography? I'm not a professional photographer who takes photos for a living. But I take photos for my social media accounts, for the community tab here on YouTube, and especially for thumbnails. I can say this. The photos are crazy good and 26 megapixels is more than enough. But if you want to become a professional photographer and shoot sports, super fast moving things, or need a viewfinder, this camera is not for you. It doesn't have a mechanical shutter, and that will help when shooting fast moving things like a car running at 100 miles per hour. Also, if you take photos in a room with cheap neon lights, you can see bending in the image. It never happened to me, and you can fix it by adjusting the shutter speed or using the anti-flicker function. But if you are not a sports or wildlife professional photographer, you will take perfect photos with this camera. And now, a question that will pop out 100%. Will I replace the ZV-E10 Mark I with the ZV-E10 Mark II? For this shot, me speaking in front of the camera, no. The Mark I will be fixed on my talking head rig with the prompter attached permanently on the desk, and as I have shot until now all my talking head videos with it, I will continue to do so. But for my B-roll, online calls, photography or top-down shots, I will use the Mark II from now on. But you can have the ZV-E10 Mark II with all its power at your fingertips for nothing if you don't choose the right accessories for it. There is one accessory that, if chosen wrong, you simply can't shoot with this camera at the maximum quality. I will give you a dedicated video right now where I will show you the most important and mandatory accessories to take advantage of the full potential of the ZV-E10 Mark II. Watch this video and use your camera to its maximum potential.